Let's start off tonight in Abuja, where the National Police Council has unanimously ratified the appointment of Tunji Disu as the substantive Inspector General of Police. The council, chaired by President Bola Tinubu and attended by state governors, endorsed the acting IGP's appointment at its meeting held today at the State House, Abuja. With the council's approval secured, Tunji Disu is now confirmed as substantive Inspector General of Police. Top government officials present at the meeting include Vice President Kashim Shettima, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, and Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, Didi Walton-Jack, alongside several governors and ministers. If confirmed, as it is now, Tunji Disu becomes the 23rd indigenous Inspector General of Police.
At the deliberation, we went through his records, his performance in office, and the recommendation. And the council was glad to approve the recommendation for him to be appointed the Inspector General of Police.
The President has said that security is local. So what do you expect from him in view of the security challenges we have in the country?
Well, I think first, probably, it's really for him to go around, especially to areas where there's been concern. I would expect him to do a real assessment, around a few formations and to be able to encourage the men, to be able to, let them know that, well, there's a new sheriff, and what are their issues, what are their requirements, how can he help?
Our State House correspondent Femi Akonde joins me live now for more. Femi, help us understand what is happening now. Will the IGP still be making his way to the Senate for some form of confirmation?
Hi, Abasede. Well, indeed, he will still need the confirmation of the Senate to make his appointment substantive. All of this is in line. The president appointing him as IGP is in line with, Section 2, Section 6 or Chapter 6, Section 215, of the Constitution that gives the president that power to appoint the Inspector General of Police to choose among senior serving police officers. But the police council now would then advise the president on the choice of who the Inspector General of Police is. And Tunji Disu's track record was put on the table, looked by all, and he was found to be a man with great operational experience, looking at his track record, having served in Lagos in the Rapid Response Squad, in Port Harcourt at a very critical time when there was political turbulence, and including here in the FCT, he was able to curb a lot of crime, including the one chance menace here in Abuja. So all of this was brought to the fore, and the police council affirmed or ratified President Bola Tinubu's decision appointing him as Inspector General of Police. He will be sworn in on Wednesday at the Federal Executive Council meeting, but he will still need
Femi,
to go to the Senate.
Femi, I just wanted to point out, yes, Femi, I just wanted to point out that, with this move by the council now, Tunji Disu has actually been confirmed as a substantive Inspector General of Police, the 23rd indigenous IGP. But tell us what you're hearing about him, because since that announcement was made, we've been hearing colleagues, people who've worked with him in the past, say really great words about him and what he's bringing into the force at this time.
Well, it's coming at a time when there is so much attention on the police force, at a time when President Bola Tinubu is asking for the establishment of state police, waiting for, the National Assembly to tinker with the Constitution. Once that is done, then the ball will be in the court of the police, and he will be expected to drive that process, help implement that legal framework that will be created for the establishment of state police, helping the training of those that will be recruited in various states for these state police, and also coming at a time when the directive by President Bola Tinubu is being implemented to withdraw policemen from VIPs. He also he was once the head of the Special Protection Unit, who that is the arm of the police force in charge of protecting VIPs, and as it stands now, he would also have to implement that directive to ensure that police officers are withdrawn from VIPs and deployed to operational areas where they will do more in protecting lives and property of the citizenry instead of just VIPs as they used to do. So a lot is on his table and a lot is expected from him, Ambassador.
Indeed, Femi. Thank you very much for that update. State House correspondent Femi Akonde for us in Abuja.